Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go now. 90 Wolf. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full stop.
On first down, it's Taylor. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Taylor. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Go. Hey. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a give right side. Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins is past to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, 5-5. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, exit. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Pilot, 64, ready.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Here we go. 10 logo. That's the way. Hey, echo. 14. Mike 14. I got it. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. All right, Taylor. Big grip.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Taylor. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 3, check 3.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Shoot, shoot, shoot. 66, bullet, half. Bravo.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55. Oh, you got deep?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go now. Mike, set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's coming. We got down the running.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 24-yard line.
From the 24, Haskins looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a... Vikings turn up the heat and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, he's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Share. It's free. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
They'll run on 1st down. Green trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike.
2nd down, Haskins. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Lucky. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Exit. Deuce. Mike 5-4, Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Sproles. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Sproles. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout?
He was brought down by Darius Slay. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. I got you, son.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 2nd and 2. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right? And on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Sproles. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Okay, ready, check, Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm coming for you, Mike. Spot. Mike spot 4, Mike. Oh, try. Mike spot 4. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On third down, Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
They'll run it with Sproles. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Come on. 60 outlaw. Come on. You ain't going nowhere. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give right side. Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Check 66. Bullet, pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go. Not a wolf. Bring it. Shift. 22, jet cover. 22.
Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
80 weapon.
They run with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. Hey, Foxtrot. Speak up.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight down. There you go. Mike 14.
Hey, Zoo.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Look at me. Zipper.
14's the Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To number 13. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
64.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Man, I got you.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Got his man. It's Driver complete. Touchdown, Packers. big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Out of the gun now on third down. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Man open, Rice. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Let's go, baby.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened